We never want to think about emergencies happening at the cottage, especially knowing how far away we are from medical help. Inspired by a true event, this is the story of a community that didn't wait for tragedy to strike. Instead, they came together to prepare for the unexpected, and in doing so, strengthened their sense of community, building a team of responders who are ready and willing to act. At the heart of this initiative is Mary Ann, a cottager who turned concern into action.
Last summer, my son and his family, they were camping in Algonquin Park. In the middle of one night, they heard screaming. My son jumped out and my daughter-in-law too. They went into action and he was unconscious. And my son called 911 and he was informed by the park warden that there was an AED in one of the buildings. So he ran out and got the AED, applied it, followed the instructions. And he said it was really quite simple to use. The instructions were very clear, and they gave the shock twice to the man, and he did start to breathe at that point. And then at about the same time, the ambulance arrived.
Like many cottage communities, Lake of Bays faces long response times. For those with heart conditions, that's a deadly delay.
Being in a remote area, there just isn't the, help nearby. And we know that our volunteer firefighters around here that are the first ones usually on the scene, it can take them a while. There's still a lot of areas here that just don't have that at all, and I don't think they've even thought about it. If an AED could make a difference, which it can, I thought, well, this is the best time to do it. When I suggested it to them in the fall, almost 100% of them said, great idea. This is something that we think we should have here. We're setting an example, I think, for a lot of other people on the lake. I think this is going to be great for our community.
She brought her neighbors together, shared life-saving information, and partnered with Action First Aid to select the right SaveStations.
Having that access to the AED is really important. They should really be within 4 minutes so that you can access them quickly. A lot of these things happen in the middle of the night, so you want to make sure you can get your hands on it quickly. We determined that it was probably best to locate a more permanent AED, a year-round one, at my neighbor down the road, because he's a permanent resident here and he also has access to a backup generator in case there's a power failure, all those things you need. And then we determined that we should probably have another one. Decided it would be great if it could go on our sauna, which is right close to the laneway, easily accessible for other people, and it's a more portable one. This is something that I think the timing is excellent, and it has brought us, I think, as a community much closer together.
After the installation, the neighbors came together again, this time to learn CPR and AED skills, building confidence and a shared sense of responsibility. It wasn't just about equipment, it was about confidence.
You can't just install them and not have follow-up training.
Today, this small cottage community is more connected than ever, empowered, informed, and willing to act in a life-threatening moment.
You in the Adidas hat, call 911. Calm yourself down, take a deep breath, and let's start compressing.
Press pads firmly on skin.
It gives very clear, concise instructions. He was amazed really at how it worked. He said, you really can't go wrong. It takes you through each step. It does what it's supposed to do, and it's not going to hurt the person. If a person does not need a shock, the AED will not administer one.
So if you put the pads on and they had just passed out, it's going to pick up a normal sinus rhythm and it will say, no shock advised.
We already had a very close community here and helped each other out in various ways, but I think this has really brought a lot of us together. There's already a couple people I know of in along the laneway that are having some health concerns with their heart. I'm happy to say we've got about 17 families along this stretch, little laneway, and 100% of them are involved and they're all supporting it. There's many, many different age levels here, many generations. It's not just older adults that need these. It's also, it can happen with children. It can happen to anybody.
Now they are connected more than ever, and you can do the same. Start the conversation, bring your community together, and be ready to save a life. Learn more at actionfirstaid.ca.